Okay, great. Ishana, do you want to go first or should I go
You go.
first? Okay. We really think of Karachi La Jamia as a pedagogical experiment that we have been practicing together in Karachi since 2015.
We were both at that time thinking about the politics of map making, the violence and erasures of visuality. And so I feel like both of our interests sort of intersected in really interesting and beautiful ways.
They use the city as a site of study, of intervention, and of collaboration. And in doing this, they challenge and disrupt the mechanisms of institutional knowledge, power, and control. And I think importantly, they do this through building and working with creative and indigenous communities, which I think I would say is one of the most important, but perhaps the only way to do this kind of work effectively.
I think Karachi La Jamia's kind of approach to thinking about the city and ecology is multidimensional, and I think that so much of the ways in which art is taught is centered around vision, and I think that what KLJ does really well is that they kind of make space for different ways of knowing.
तो हमारे शुरू के दिनों में 2013 और 14 में हमारी आवाज़ इतनी बड़ी नहीं थी। जो सबसे पहले जिन लोगों ने हमारा साथ दिया, जो हमारे साथ कोलैबोरेट करने आए, जो हमारे पास आए, तो वो जो पहले दो शख्सियत आई वो शाहाना रांझानी और ज़हरा मलकानी थी। ये उस वक्त हमारे पास आए जब मीडिया में नहीं सुन रहा था, कहीं से कोई हमें मदद नहीं हो रही थी। हम सोशल मीडिया के ज़रिए इन्होंने एक एग्जीबिशन कराई कराची के अंदर, जहाँ पे इन्होंने तस्वीरों के ज़रिए हमारे जो लैंडस्केप है जो उस वक्त तबाह कर रहे थे उनको उन्होंने वहाँ पे शो किया वीडियोस के जरिए।
Karachi La Jamia is really imagined as this space that moves outside educational institutions to really find ways of connecting with the city and really build a community where we can come together.
I was personally very much interested to work with Karachi La Jamia. I was also interested to know their practice and how they were using this collective to form this sort of nomadic moving school, which was a fascinating idea to explore. They were also documenting and building dialogues about the recent developments that has been happening in the city. And also the river that is surrounded by it, and the questions of extraction, questions of land, which is obviously often runs through their work.
Even though KLJ is very much outside of institutions and kind of gets you to think about pedagogies that are radical or different, something that is not happening at university campuses, their individual roles as academics at institutions in Karachi has to be foregrounded because they've taught a generation of makers.
We were really aware in that moment of a history in Pakistan where art schools were the sites of resistance and where art schools were the sites of protest and where, new practices of resistance were being formulated and experimented with. And we really wanted to work within that spirit and to carry on that spirit in a moment where it felt like it was very much under threat.
It really, over the years, has expanded our sense of what is possible to do in this world, in this time, in this city.
I'm genuinely beyond thrilled to support the 2025 Asia Arts Future South Asia Award, which goes to the remarkable duo Sahana Rajani and Zahra Malkani for their commitment to the arts. At Imami Art, we're deeply passionate about supporting the next generation of artists, both in India and across South Asia. I hope to see their practice grow and reach larger audiences in the near future.